Good morning, 9 a.m. Monday morning, April 15th, tax day, as somebody in chat pointed out. Not for me, though. I do extended tax filings. So that doesn't happen for me till like September or something like that. October, whatever it is. Getting an audio check confirmed. Turn on desktop audio so SpeakerBot can be hoid. And we're ready to go. So Saturday, I was talking about this Chromebook and that I needed to get it connected so that my client could use LogMeIn to connect to their office computer, remotely control it, and so that I could connect to this Chromebook to provide support. And I did get both of those fixed.
Hello, Doug.
Hello, John. Thank you for the test. I'm going to assume, unless you guys tell me differently, that you heard it also. I got a little video clip that I'm going to play of that Chromebook. Where is it? Thought I had left it open in the video window, but I guess not.
Yes, we heard it.
Thank you, Nick. And then pause that there, bring it back, and on screen. You know what? I'm going to turn off the picture-in-picture. And where do I make this bigger? How about F11? Yeah, that works. So this is the desktop of the Chromebook. Let me go turn off the SpeakerBot repeats. And I'll hit the play button. Down in the bottom left corner is what we think of as the Windows button. So there I'm clicking on that, and up in the, let's just pause that right there so I can make comments. This one for LogMeIn, that's for connecting to her office computer. And this one is Rescue for her to begin a remote session with me. I was not able to configure the Chromebook so that I could connect unattended, which is not normally something I want to do with somebody's personal laptop computer at their home. I prefer to let them initiate the connection. And the office computers, I'm okay with me connecting unattended. So what happens when she clicks on this is it goes straight to the screen to ask for a 6-digit code. And I do the 6-digit code on my side just like I do with any Windows computer. So I did, actually this video you're seeing right now was recorded through Baby Beast while being connected to it. You see that blue dot there indicates that app is open and running, and up here you see my 4-dot menu bar where I could move the mouse up there and get my LogMeIn Rescue controls. So here on this video, I'm about to click on LogMeIn and connect to our office computer. I'm actually going to let you see connecting to the office computer because it is okay. I have approval from the business owner, and there's nothing significant that shows here. So, and this is real time. I haven't sped anything up. I haven't slowed anything down. This shows the computer's available for her to connect to. And then over on the right-hand side, clicking on the remote connection. And we see exactly how long it takes. There it is. That's the office computer. Then I click on the program she's most commonly going to be clicking on. It's a chiropractic office. So this, we're just going to go up to the login screen for the ChiroTouch software. Click on front desk, and then that gets to where you put in the username and password. So that works. Happy days. Let's get out of that F11 to bring that back to its medium size. And is there something else I want to show there? I could connect to that computer during this session. If we want to bring it up on the screen for some reason. Where I go next. Okay, channel comments. Got some channel comments here from Bet Moore. She says, thank you, because I watch all I can to learn something. Thank you for that comment, Bet. We missed you on Saturday. We were ready to connect to you. And actually, I sent you a email with some additional links. I haven't heard back from you from that since then. And I gave you a little video that I now have on my show videos. Let's go show that in the description area of my videos. There's a new item. This video is a demonstration of using the above remote support link. This is the remote support link. And any of you, if you'd like to just try this out on your side without me being involved, you can do that. You can do this remote connection link, and there's a point at which you're not going to be able to go any further because that's going to ask you for, does that ask you for the 6-digit code? I don't think that one does. Well, let's find out. Yeah, no, and the video shows, do not click download here. Just wait for it. It will download. There's the download happening. So you do not click download, and that's what that video shows you how to do. And then you launch that, and then, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and launch that. And then I think you get a 6-digit code. See, no, that's it. Actually, you won't get a 6-digit code. Okay, yeah, that method, you don't get a 6-digit code. He seems confused, and does he know what he's doing? Oh, there it is. It's already, it just dinged on Baby Beast. So if any of you test that, it will ding here, and I can see you on the screen, but I'm not going to do my side of the remote connection unless we're actually trying to do a session. But this, let's see, yeah, that video is, that link is for starting the remote connection. This video shows the user side experience all the way through. And then this link, if you bookmark it or make it a favorite, that'll take you straight to my next scheduled live stream or the current one. If there's a live stream running, if there's no live stream scheduled, then it'll just take you to my channel page. So that's the changes that I made in the descriptions of my videos from this date forward. So there we get a thumbs up and a heart for Bet. This one, Miguel Suarez Solis. And this was from a Windows Daily where we connected remotely to a viewer's computer who's having trouble with no sound in Fallout 4. The comment is, Jesus, clicking on Fallout 3 because it has the name Fallout to see if it's messing with Fallout 4. SMH, shaking my head. Miguel, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna guess that you're pretty familiar with Fallout 4. We were approaching this from the standpoint of troubleshooting the issue, and I went back. I didn't watch through the whole video. It was a long time ago. But the piece that I saw where we launched Fallout 4, it was to document that it is working properly in Fallout 4. And I think the reason why Miguel was just shaking his head about this is because he's thinking, doesn't everybody know that Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 are created by different creators and they're completely separate and independent programs? So he's kind of, I don't know, ridiculing us for not knowing that. Well, no, Miguel, we don't know everything about every program out there. But even if we did know that, and in this case, actually, we got that information from the end user, it's still valid to see if that program, to document if that program has the same program. Now, the person we were providing support to at that time told us that it works fine in Fallout 3. Fallout 4 is the one that had the problem. However, I've had many occasions, even on my live streams, where I go to document what the person is telling me, and we find out what they thought was true actually was not true. And that typically happens when a person sees it happen one way once and they assume that's the way it is, and they don't have the experience as a troubleshooter to question it. So there's more depth to that, Miguel, than I think what you said there. And I want to invite you to come and join our sessions from now and then. It sounds like you probably have some awareness and experience as a troubleshooter or problem solver because you were attracted to watch that video in the first place. We're here 6 days a week, Monday through Friday for a half-hour show. Saturdays it's a 2-hour show, and our prime purpose is to help people with problems that they're having with computers, but we also discuss lots of computer topics that I think you might find interesting, and we'd like to have you come around. So I invite you to do that. I will send Miguel a link and a thumbs up and a heart after the show is over. Well, actually later today, because I've got things to do right after the show. Now, where do I need to go to next? I'm gonna leave my camera on here for a moment, see if I have any emails lined up for today. because I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do have one. I asked for people to send screenshots or pictures of problems that they discover where Malwarebytes discovers a problem. And I did receive one. This one came from Ken Stout. He says, this is the problem that his Malwarebytes found. Okay. Thank you, Ken. I get it. Well played, sir. It seems like I have, let's go over here. He seems confused. Does he know what he's doing? It seems that I had some web pages lined up for today, if I'm remembering right. Yeah. Oh, this is about that Chromebook and what it is. That Chromebook was performing really well. I was kind of impressed with it. This is the model 14A-NA0023CL. I don't think it's a high-end model at all. This Intel Celeron, if you want to compare it with any processor, whatever processor you have, you can just use that wording right there and put it in somewhere and say VS, and then whatever processor you want to compare it to. Here's a bunch of suggestions that it's doing. Let's see, what's Big Beast? Shall we compare it to Big Beast? It's a i9, Intel Core i9 9980XE. Can't even read right. Good grief. Paste that in there and see how those two compare with each other. Yikes. What are we going to see here? So you can scroll down and see, here's all these verses showing in here, and scroll down more and you see the side-by-side comparisons, $40 compared to $680, and see some performance comparisons, and you compare it to whatever processor you're interested in comparing with. Okay, so then that was this listing here, 4 gigabytes of RAM. I did not actually confirm that's what it has. I'm sure it has. It was. This person never would have opened it up to try to upgrade it, even if it can be upgraded, which very possibly it may not be able to upgrade. Don't bother searching for that. I don't care. Here's that laptop off of Amazon. I think this is the one. I didn't compare all the features of it, but this is, when I did an Amazon search, this is the one that came up for $229, and there's some other variations in here that range a little bit, or vary a little bit in price. Now, connecting via LogMeIn to the office computer, there is a little bit of a learning curve because it operates a little bit differently, and it operates somewhat as a mobile device. In fact, when I do the connection for it, we installed an app from the Play Store, and the app is for mobile devices. And for my LogMeIn Rescue to work with mobile devices, I had forgotten this until I was working with it yesterday, that I pay extra on my LogMeIn Rescue account to be able to support mobile devices. And I have previously connected remotely to iPhones and to Android phones and to tablets and now to Chromebook. I did have somebody tell me recently that their research said that LogMeIn Rescue will not connect to a Chromebook, but it does. I think there's some misinformation out there,
chat,
and it might, I'll get to the chat in a moment, and it might be that there's some old documentation out there, or some documentation regarding LogMeIn Rescue without the mobile enhancement. Okay, so let's go get to what you're asking me to see in chat. Do I have chat open? I don't have it popped out yet, so let's go over here, click the 3-dot menu at the top, or kebab menu, that's another way to call that, and make it bigger and zoom in. Now, this read chat request was from Jim. CPU comparisons. Another place to do CPU comparisons. This perhaps is a better easier to see, I suspect, than the one that I randomly picked. Oh, but these are Intel. These are both comparing Intel. So that's not the, neither one, that's not Big Beast, that's not Chromebook. Why were you taking us to that specific comparison? Just maybe that's the site that you like to do comparisons, I'm going to guess. Hack Y for yes.
Select the TPUs.
Select CPUs. Oh, so you can do a drop down here, select CPUs within a certain range, it appears. So you could probably, can you type in there? i7, yeah, and then get a list of i7s. So yeah, that's nice. Very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that so much that I'll go ahead and bookmark it to where? Where should I bookmark that to? Tech resources, that sounds good. Tech resources and training. Is there a better place for that to be? More sensible? I think that's pretty good. None of those. It seems like I have a better folder somewhere, but I'll go ahead and take it there. And then, in addition, let's get right back into there. CPU comparisons via Jim KJ3N. That way you always have credit that I know that I got that from you. Thank you. It's kind of rare that I go do those comparisons. That's something that sounds far more of interest to Jim, so it makes total sense that he would know a good place to get that. And several others of you too would be down that road more often than I am. Hello, Tim Cruz, making comments about his availability. Jeff Ryman, good morning. John Williams, are you happy this morning? You know it's tax day. I'm sure you know what that, and have a great week. Nick Poverman, hope you're doing well. I just got back from
hardware geeks.
Yeah, it's for us hardware geeks, says Jim. Yeah, I don't consider myself a hardware geek. Troubleshooting enthusiast. Maybe that's a good word for me. Computer consultant, general practitioner. I like the term general practitioner. I don't know if you'll find that in a Google search anywhere for computer technicians. Hope you're doing well. I just got back from my trip to San Diego, Indian Wells, Joshua Tree, the Grand Canyon, Sedona, and Phoenix. That sounds like one of my summer vacation trips with our dad. We had a variety of motorhome type devices. Don't get me started on that. That'll take a while. Daniel Emberley spent good memories. Spent some time using Band-in-a-Box software this morning. Had not used it for a while. Entered chords for I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire, and There's a Small Hotel. I off the top of my head, I don't recognize the songs or the lyrics, but I don't keep titles very well. I probably hear it and recognize the songs. Nick, we drove over 900 miles in 8 days, but it's well worth to see all these amazing places, sights, and people. It was so much fun. I took over 400 pictures. You wouldn't have taken that much back in the days when we went the trips because we were always using 35 millimeter film that you had to pay for every roll. Much more careful about the pictures we took. Hello, Josh Kinder, Danielle Emberley. Band-in-a-Box is a great tool for generating backing tracks for music practice. Ah, awesome. Mike Wojcik, hello. Pictures and videos don't do justice for Grand Canyon. You have to see it yourself. I have seen it myself a couple of occasions. If you like to hike, it's so much fun. I did not do that. Danielle asks, any gamers here play Fallout? I don't, but enjoyed the music in the Amazon Video Fallout series. Yeah, I caught a glance of this chat comment earlier, Video Fallout series. So is that an actual, I think somebody else talks about it too. I think it's an actual movie series, Fallout. As opposed to the game. And it's just coincidence that Danielle commented about this, I think before showtime. Not knowing that I had a comment in chat regarding Fallout. We did the Bright Angel Trail. Martin Hogg, hello. It's a Glasgow greeting. Whatever. I'm not even going to attempt that. Started watching that last night. It reminds me of Westwood. I watched the first episode. Carl J, hello. Both directed by the same person. Watched the full series. Can't say I was fully engaged. Multitasking. Think the story made more sense as later episodes were introduced. Does anybody have questions? We're 10 minutes remaining. Let's see. There's hellos. I know I haven't called out everybody's name. Ryan Israel. Alice. I don't mean to brag, but Casher is always checking me out. I get it. I get it. Back in the 90s, I was living on a houseboat. I was dating the girl next door, but sadly we drifted apart. Get it? Do I need Windows 10 Pro to connect external drives so I can pull data files to be used on a different computer? No. You could connect an external drive and pull data with Windows 10 Home, Windows 7 Pro, Windows 7 Home, Windows Media Edition, Windows 95. You might have trouble with Windows 3.11. Am I misunderstanding something about your question, Lana? The implication here, I think, is you're saying, do you need to have the Pro Edition? You should be able to connect from especially any current Windows operating system, pull data files to be used on a different computer. So you want to connect an external drive, copy files from one computer, take that external drive, plug it into another computer, and copy them in. Should be fine with whatever you're doing. Cranger Kerms fan. Hello, Cranger. You're showing as a moderator, and I don't recognize that name. Did somebody change their channel name? Or is it just that I haven't seen you for a while? Or maybe, I have on occasion had a comment made on a video, and I just go ahead and make them, I usually make them an approved user. Granger, why do I not recognize your name? Have I not seen you for a while, or am I just pulling a Doug? Doug means not remembering well. But welcome, nice to see you. Very nice to see you. And Israel, Lana Dro, no. Do I need Windows 10 Pro? Maybe you don't have Windows 10 Pro on the computer you're trying to copy from. No, you don't have to upgrade from Home to Pro, but I'm not quite sure what the question is. Let's see. It says not using SSD, using old hard drives pulled from old computers. If they're SATA, then you're going to be fine. If they're IDE, then you might need an adapter. But still, whatever version of Windows you're using should be okay. So old drive. I see. You've got an old drive you pulled from an old computer. You want to copy from that external. You should be able to connect an adapter to it, whether it's SATA or IDE, and connect it to your current Windows and copy files from there. If you can't, there might be something in relation to... Well, no, not even whatever file system's on that. If it was an old Windows computer, fine. If it's an Apple computer, not so much. You might have to jump through some more hoops. So what was the operating system from the old computers? Maybe you don't even know. Maybe you've just got some hard drives that you dug out of somebody else's trash and you're trying to hack into them. All right, we won't go any further on that topic unless you want to give us some more background, more about what's going on. Nice gaming PC in the background. What components are inside? Graphics card. Granger is asking about this gaming computer in the background. This is the actual computer that I'm live streaming on. It is an injustice to call that a computer because it's two computers in one. So I'll bring that up. That is the Big Beast build that was built by Kerry Holzman during his live streams. And I have a list over here. I was searching for Bib Beast. That didn't work. Big Beast build parts list. Here we go. In OneNote, control scroll wheel, scrolls that up. Here's those parts. I won't read through them individually, but Big Beast is what we call, well, Big Beast build. It's the big motherboard in the computer, and this is the small motherboard in the computer and all the components. So if you want to look over that more, I'll let you do that on your own and come back to chat. Rand got a bookmark for that CPU comparison at CPU Monkey. For GPUs, use this one. All right. I'll just go ahead and bookmark that. And that goes into the same place. It uses the same bookmark location that I most recently used. Oh, and there's some beds available there too. Advertising. Alice used to play. That would be that program game that we mentioned earlier. Did I hear someone say the term Indian Wells? If so, you're on my part of the world.
Steroids to lift that case behind you.
Oh, I have video of me lifting that case. In fact, I just stumbled across its location recently. I should line that up for another Windows Daily. I have video of me taking that out of my car after picking it up from Kerry Holzman in Phoenix, Arizona, and bringing it in this room, and I put it on a scale and weighed it. Yeah, so I have video of that. I've never shown you that. You can even pull data using a Chromebook, not using SSD, using a whole hard drive. Saw that earlier. Granger, haven't seen me for a while. I was the German guy. Awesome. Good to see you again. I want to say, is it Granger? Am I pronouncing that right? Granger Kermisfan. I'm going to say Kermisfan. If you want to give me a phonetic pronunciation, I'll love to get pronunciations correct. I was going to say Kranger as an alternative, but I'm going to stick with Granger Kermisfan. Yeah. How do I do there? Or give me a correction if you want to, or just say close enough. Up to you. Nick has an Indian in Family Wells. You know what I meant. I won't bother saying it right. That sounds great. We lived in Desert Empire for 35 years. Yikes. And before that, I spent summers here with my grandparents. Windows 95 TP, current, all family computers. TP. XP? Did you mean? No, Windows 95 didn't have an XP. What is Windows 95 TP? Service packs? SP? I don't know what TP is. All family computers. Not using, old family computers. They were all family computers. They had Windows 95 on them. So it was supposed to be two.
Win 95 to current PC.
Yeah, that's what she said. It says here. You're right, Rand. Windows 95 to current. Since the O is near the P, Rand figured that out. I didn't. They were all family computers. Yeah, so the only possibility is Windows 95. You might have had some IDE computers there, and they won't. You'll have to have an adapter that will connect to them. And I think you said, were you going to use USB or try to connect them internally? But no, you should be able to copy off of those fine. Finding the data files, it's a different structure. They were stored in the user folders were stored in a different path than they are these days. Pilgrim and a Lawn Dog, we went to a really nice farmer's market in Indian Wells and got some passion fruit. See, I did that typo automatically. It was all good. Car shows in La Quinta. I'm missing the bass player for Van Halen. Don't recall his name at the moment. Too much pressure. Yeah, I feel pressure. We use Win95. Use FAT16 volumes. Any operating system will read them. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I think even Apple operating systems will read FAT16, right? I don't know. We don't need to answer that. Wheaties and steroids to lift that case. Of course, Nick Poverman, you know the famous dates we have here. You can learn the sex life of the date at the shop in Indio. Great video. Coachella's in Indian Wells. I don't think I caught that right. I'm not going to worry about it. USB devices permissions. Most of the time, it's not a problem. Yeah, well, no, Windows 95 drive, I think even if the users on the system weren't allowed to see each other's files when you connect remotely, I think you can get through to all of those folders even if you're not using the password.
Forgot to copyright FAT16, so everyone and anyone supports it out of the box.
All right. Thank you, Rand. Microsoft forgot to copyright. Wow, did they forget? Or is there some other explanation? Neglect? Oh, that's interesting. Concert in Coachella. USB she's using rather than internal. StarTAC has IDE and SATA adapters. Search Amazon. I think she'll be fine. I think I have those cable groups. All right, we are at time. All right, I think that'll do it. I don't have any redirects set up. Carrie Holzman will have a member show today. I cannot redirect to that, and Ken Stout does not have a show scheduled. So that'll do it. Have a great Monday, everybody. I will see you later.